URL. Now that I think of it, there's a slash between the posts and the slash ID. A slash between the posts and the post ID.
Oh. So it's like.
Yeah, but I think you need the colon still to tell it that it's a wildcard, that it's not the actual string ID, that it's a replaceable thing.
I have to break. I have to restructure the incoming body. Your text, author, ID.
So it'll be the same names as the things that are the form fields in your form.
Yeah.
And no, you'll get author from the cookie. And you'll get ID from the URL. So you actually wouldn't use that hidden input. You would use the ID. You would go back to your form real quick. So change the form action, add the ID in the URL for the action.
You want me to just ID? Oh, wait,
now you need to first change it to a JavaScript object. You need to change that from a string to JavaScript.
Okay. Oh, the whole thing. Okay, so backtick.
Yep. But that's not how. That's close. But how do you tell it that it's JavaScript?
With the dollar sign.
With braces. No dollar signs. Braces. Braces around the whole thing for attributes. When you want to an attribute is JavaScript, you put braces around it. The backticks will be inside of the braces. And then you'll use that dollar sign interpolation to put the ID in. Okay? And so you can remove the hidden input. Okay, reload the page real quick and just make sure that ID is set correctly, because I wasn't sure if Mongoose uses ID as it, or maybe underscore ID. Like, I don't know what the actual ID field that's inserted by Mongoose, or by Mongo is. So bring up the comments form. How do you bring up the comments form?
I think right now, this is just the boilerplate. It's nothing, I just put a comments form. There, let me see.
Oh, it is. It's there. I was going to say that's where it should be. But did you see how it said undefined when you hit submit?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
And also, is your back end running?
Probably just failed on the, at the ID. This doesn't make sense.
So that you're gonna pull author from the cookie. Which you can scroll up to where you're checking the author up, or you're checking the user.
Or your cookies.
Yep. You can assign it to. You can do it like that. Yep.
Text would just be text.
Yeah.
And ID.
Well, you're not going to set the ID, you're going to set the post, or post ID. Or is it just post?
It will be post.
Yeah, it's just post.
It is post.
And is there, when you have a URL like that for Express and it's substituting in, like it's going to somehow in the request object, you're going to be able to access the value of ID. Is there like a rec.params or rec.
Yeah, it's rec.params.
Okay.
So what would it be? Post. Post would be for the rec.params, are you saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. So post direct operand, the ID. Post as direct operand on this comes after references the post. Author direct operand. So with name text, author is just needs a name.
True.
I'll submit, send it to here.
But still, go to your Mongo instance and look at what the ID form is. Or try underscore ID.
Oh, for the.
Because it's currently, it's got undefined for where you're substituting in the ID into
True.
the action for the form.
I think it is. It might be underscore ID. Yeah, I think it is. Right.
It is.
ID.
You could do, I would do underscore ID : ID there.
True.
Or post ID, either way. But just, yeah.
Together.
Yep. Go check if it's set. Or did you you have to reload the page? Or is it hot reloading?
I think it's hot reloading, but I'll check it. Oh wait, I'm gonna find it. Oh wait, the server might be down or crashed. Oh, okay, so trying to set the author to, I think the object ID, the object ID might not be. Let's try running it again. Something good. Undefined.
I mean, we can console log what it's getting.
True.
So
it's right here.
no, the undefined, the string interpolation is in your form.
If you web inspect the button before you push it for a new post, you might see whether it's passing an undefined ID. It looks like it's forming the post URL with an undefined in it.
Yeah, that's definitely what's happening.
So I think we should look in the React code that generates the submit button and not the API. Yeah,
that's probably saying it's in the form.
Over here?
The form method, yeah.
So go up to the top of this. Comment, rename function post, or actually, just rename function post to like post.back or something, or post BAK. Don't put a dot in it because it won't work. And now create a new function post above that. Have it receive a single argument, which is post, no braces around it, and then console log post. And you might return null just to keep it from complaining at you. Return null after line 9, yeah. Run that and see what happens when you load the page.
Wait, is anything being called?
Put braces around post. And no, not that one, the one below it. And let's remove a couple of the console logs that you don't need anymore.
True.
Which we were working primarily in the dashboard.
Those are relevant, but I need it.
Yeah, those will help.
The cookie value is what's really.
There it is. It's line 13. Okay, so yeah, you got a post there at the bottom.
What is it? Oh, okay. Text. Author. Okay.
So it does not include the ID. Do you tell it what forms to return? What elements to return?
Let me think about that. Wait,
Where is post inserted into the dashboard?
Post comes in over what's in the feed, and the feed's in the dashboard. Comes in right here.
Okay, so you need to extract out ID and send it in as ID, as post ID.
Okay. Post, what's the ID equals, is it just the
Underscore.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I think for the post tag.
No. Well, I mean, no. If you're gonna not look at your log statement, which I would look at the log statement to verify, but just undo the naming that you did after that. There you go.
There it is.
Did you reload the page?
It's supposed to be hot reloading, but maybe it didn't. What is that thing? Proxy is now request to get a user's page. Grant.
Did your back end crash?
Yeah. Okay. Let me try it. That's not supposed to do.
Oh, you still got underscore ID when you're destructuring the posts, what the post receives.
Oh.
So in the form page.
Okay.
Up at the top.
Right here.
Up at the top.
I'll read it out. Post.
So
Wait, what are you saying?
underscore ID. You're just passing it in as ID.
So this
So
is going to be this.
That's right.
Oh. Okay. Oh, because when it loads, I'm trying to figure out. Oh. Okay. There we go.
Okay, you're not actually loading the comments, are you?
No, the comments are not being loaded.
Check your server console and see if there were any errors.
Servers, no, it's good. And I can check right
But
here.
that's the post there that's returned. that you're printing out in the server console?
Yeah. My comments are still on.
Are you populating comments when you retrieve it? I think even then it would have IDs. It would have some IDs. Go back to your. Hang on. Let's look at this real quick. This is where it should be. How about you copy the object from 126 to 130 and just put it in that console log? Let's just make sure that it's getting the right values. Just the object from 126 to 130. So the last brace of 126 to the closed brace on 130.
126 to 130. Let's console log that?
Yeah. Let's just make sure it's got all values and all of the things. Again, if it was getting rejected by the server, I would expect it to throw an error, and I would expect that to cause a 500 error from your server, but I don't know. So that should print out in the server log, yeah. Yeah, just go to author text and a post. It looks reasonable to me.
Author text post.
Check your database, yeah.
Would it be in comments? Oh yeah.
So it is, it's writing them. They're just not getting retrieved.
Yeah, they're not getting retrieved yet. But wait, how would I, with each post, okay. Let me think this, because I know it's going to be something with for each post, the comments which I have right here would probably be populated by a comments component, correct?
Sure, you can do it that way.
Or wait, can I do it? Can I stick to this way? Would it be? Is that possible?
No, it needs to be dynamic. You could just, instead of having a comments component, you could just have the HTML or the JSX inline there. But okay. I would go ahead and have it do so do for. Oh, you don't, because you're destructuring everything. It almost makes more sense to pass in the post object whole and not break it up. Like if you go back to the feed, is that where you're inserting the post object?
Yeah.
Instead of doing post ID, post text, post author first name, post timestamp, and post likes, you could just pass in post and then destructure it in the thing. Or you can do comments equals post dot comments.
Comments equal post dot comments.
You somehow have to pass the comments with that post object into the component.
Right now the comments are here.
So yeah, you will have
this would just be post comment. Oh, I have to map them.
You have to, well, you have to destructure it from what you're passing in up at the top of the thing.
Oh, true. What did I name it? Comments or comment?
You should name it comments.
Okay, comments. And now...
So this will be right inside the div. You want to have a span. Well, you want to have a div really for each of your comments, right? You don't want it to just be a span. So you have that div. So yeah, you have that whole bit there for the like and reply and share and all that.
So it'd be something like response that map. No, I have to map through the comments, right? Something like that.
True.
Or no?
Yeah, you do. You do.
Oh. So comments passed in. So comments, and it should be an array when it gets received. So comments dot. Comments. off the map for each comment. And I'll just take this down to right here. Right. Is needed.
Well, you got to close paren after your close brace. That's going to throw it off.
Okay. That there. No.
Okay, if you're only going to return a single thing, then you can use parentheses around it and omit the return statement. If you're going to do more than one operation, then you need braces. So are you going to just return that div? You don't need to do any calculations, right?
No. I just
So you could use parentheses around it, more than likely.
without these. Are you saying something like this? I mean,
Okay, so no, definitely don't. You're headed the wrong way. You need to receive the comment though for each one of the comments. So there needs to be an argument there. Oh, it's just grayed out because it's not used.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, but then a paren at the end of the line, an open paren at the end of the line, and then indent 58 through 72. Move the parenthesis on 71 below 72. De-indent it. Okay, so and then put a brace after the close paren. So that would print out that little block of HTML that you got there every time.
okay.
So
That is
instead,
good.
you want to populate the comments object or the comments element of the post object with actual data. And we suspect that it's not getting data currently. Let's just verify that. So go up a little bit higher. Well, actually, no, just reload the page. If it doesn't print out anything, then it means comments was empty. Oh, there is one. So that's weird that it would just be one.
Oh, that's this. It's hard coded. Right.
No, it's within the map. It's within the map. See how that's within the map? That HTML is within the comments.map. So it has to be going through that map. It has to be running that. So it runs once. So there is one comment currently.
Okay.
You can either destructure comment or on line 62 put an open brace and then comment.text. It's not indented like that.
Too far?
Yeah. Is that the name of the text of a comment? Is comment.text?
It should be. Let me just make sure. Yeah.
Hang on, we got an error on. It looked like braces weren't closed right.
Oh, looks like a token, a comma. I don't know.
Go back to the.
Not 72. That's weird.
And it's the. Oh, put one more closed paren before the closed brace.
Oh, well, right, it was on that one. Okay. Okay, comment that text.
Let's go ahead and still print out what's in comments. So scroll up above the JSX and just do a console log of comments. Like line 15.
Yeah.
After line 15.
You're talking about where this thing starts and ends?
Not there. No, but not inside the brace.
In here.
After
Okay.
line 15. After line 15. After, well, what's now line 16? After line 16.
Good.
Console log comments. Just to see what's in there. Because it's probably not getting populated.
True.
Okay. You might put it in braces again so that we can tell what it is. Oh, it is empty. Why is it still, why do you still have it running one? That doesn't make any sense to me. Because the map should not run unless there is something in the array. It definitely does not run on an empty array. That's not how map works. Do you have that text anywhere else?
The comments? Okay.
No, the HTML. No, because it's where. Go back to your post again. Your post.js. Scroll down to the comments. Oh, move the. It's that user icon is outside of the map. Is what's happening.
Okay. Oops, not that. What was that fine?
I have to make it a fragment because it has to return a single JSX element.
The whole map has to do that? Oh my god.
Yeah, it has to return a single thing. So you could do a fragment, or you could do another div, or you could do whatever. In fact, you probably should do another div since you want the alt user. You don't want the alt user to be on a different line. I would make it a div rather than a. Yeah.
Oh, let me see what I can do.
Just change that to div.
So, I was trying to see if I can do control D where like it clicks. So if you do like control D right here, it'll be that just clicks all your divs.
Okay.
Yeah. Or command D, whatever it is.
Okay. So now you should have nothing being printed, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
that makes sense now.
Oh, okay.
So look up where you're retrieving your post. Yeah, so it's response.data. So where do you populate response? So look up API posts. Okay. That's the post you want to get. You got populate author, you got, oh, you need to populate comments, yeah. Will path take an array?
I do not know.
Try making an array and passing it. You definitely can't define it twice. It'll just override it the second time you define it. So try to make path an array. The path is above. Yeah, make path. No, that's not how you make path an array. You'll put a bracket before author.
Bracket.
Okay, and now after author, put comma comment. Comments, plural, I guess. As a string. It'll need to be a string because there's no variable named comments. Yeah, just close the array. Did it already do it? Okay. Reload the page and see if it populated author, see what it did. It did not like that. Undo what you just did with path. Add a comma after the closed brace on 69. Create another object with a path of comment or comments. As a string.
What does it have like? Expected.
That's not an object. What's on 70 is not an object. It's just a raw, yeah.
That's not too far. It's a top. Okay. And wait, I think it's gonna even restart. Oh, it crashed. Before starting, got to bring that type of object, like a pet, common object.
Look up the documentation for Mongoose Populate. There's got to be some way to populate more than one field. That top one looks good. Okay. Populating multiple paths right there. Your mouse was just over it. It's the right below field selection. It's no, go back. Populating. See where you got limit and per document limit in red? It's 2 above that.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a dot?
I'll populate multiple times. Okay, that's also an option I didn't consider. So go back. According to that, you could actually remove the object and just pass in the field name.
Well, like, what do you mean?
Just populate and then the field name, and not you don't have to have an object and path and all that. Okay, that's actually, no, you're right. Well, close.
Yeah. So, comments.
It's got to have a dot before it, before populate.
And I'll put it up here.
No, you need to remove that, or you need to close that populate. So put a close paren. No, it needs to close after the brace. But remove the comma and put a dot before. But put the dot before populate. That's how they did it on their page. I don't like that syntax at all. Okay, so something's going to not be closed correctly, probably, or maybe it is.
Oh, that's good now. There's this extra comma right here. I don't know why that'd be a problem.
We'll see. Go ahead and reload the page and see if comments has any content. Still doesn't. Because that's the thing. I would expect it to have the IDs in it. Go to your well, hang on. What's the ID of your post? 649 something. Make sure that that's the ID on those comments.
This one has 649 author.
That's author. They're reversed, aren't they? No.
Other book 649 author.
Yeah, that's not. Is that? Are we sure that? Maybe we pulled the ID from the wrong place. Just right click on the form and look at what the ID is in
here.
Yeah, there. What's the ID there? If you inspect it and look at the form tag. So it's 648. Okay, it is. That's the right ID. Why is it not retrieving comments?
Here.
Oh wait, hang on. Wait.
Wait, no,
And find returns everything.
Yeah.
Post not find. Go ahead, put a console log right there in console. Oh yeah, you're console logging posts already. Go to. How many posts are there in your post table? There's only one. Okay, that's good. I wanted there to be only one. So go back to the server log. See, I don't understand why comments is empty there.
Wait, is it being added?
Look at the schema. Comment that looks fine. Comments it's an array of type object ID ref to the comment table. Maybe the comment schema has to be defined before the post schema. I don't know. No, then you would have the same problem with the post not being defined before the comment. Like surely you could define them. Yeah, it's confusing. Because it looks very reasonable. So hang on, look at your posts again. In the database. There's no comments array on post. I guess it doesn't create one.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, wait, I think I have to set a new comment in. I put this in like a while ago. This was made on the day on this. 2 days ago.
So when you do the post, well, you could try to delete it and recreate it.
I wanted to something in, but I just add in a comment. Let me just add in a comment.
Or a comments array. Can you do that like that?
Okay, add field. Yes. Okay. Oh, it's type of array. Right. Why won't it let me?
Can you click next to the colon above that? Can you click in there? No.
Oh, there it is. Comment array inside the array.
Yeah, why don't you copy the ID off of your comment? No, go to the comments section of the database. Get the ID, top one. That's the author.
Okay. Actually, I can't highlight it all.
You don't need that part. You just need the ID. That's all that it's got stored in the other ones.
There's a way where you can, whatever. Like you can edit it in a better format, but that's what we'll do.
See, in like a SQL database, you wouldn't have this ID stored in two. You wouldn't have the relationship stored both on the comment and on the post. But I don't know Mongo well enough to know if that's how it works or not.
But do I have to make it look like that, right, or no? Like object that?
No, like look at author.
Oh, okay. So this is a type of author, the type of object ID. Put it right here. Okay. So we added that in.
Yeah, see if it'll load that now.
Each one must have a unique. Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Oh,
yeah,
there it is.
that'd be grand.
Wait, I'll just add. So it'll just be IDX.
You can do that, or you could do comment.id also, or dot underscore
Oh.
ID. No. You've already got the comment object. You would do the key on the div would be comment underscore ID.
Key on the div would be.
On 59.
Wait, what? Okay. Comment. ID. Okay, it's a comment sign there. But what does
But
the... Yeah, I gotta look at the name. Oh, what this? I can fix that later. On the new icon.
See what's in that comment, or see what's, the comments that are getting printed to the console and the browser. Look at one of them real quick. Yeah, it's not populating anything.
Oh. Okay. Let's try this. Let me just give this off to AI, see what.
But hang on, the problem is with what you just did is that if the structure is like that, then every time you get a new comment, you also have to modify a post object as well as creating a comment object. And hopefully that's not necessary. Can you do like go back to the Mongoose documentation? I don't know how to specify it. Let me look at what the options are. Schemas, schema types, connections, models, documents. Look at subdocuments. What are subdocuments? Okay, so arrays of subdocuments. I think that's what we want.
Okay.
Hang on, doc members.
The types example, the array of primitives.
That's not quite it, because that's not object. We want something with an object ID rather than it being a sort of native object. What is a sub-object? See, this is saving the sub-objects on the object itself, which is not really what we want. I'm uncertain as to how to do this in Mongoose. Let me try to look. Let me try to search. Give me just a second.
Yeah, I'll take time. I just wanted to do this. Let me find the populate. Let's see what the AI says. Where'd it go? I wonder if things like you. Oh, whatever. Let's see what it says.
Sorry, I looked away for a minute. What are you guys trying to figure out?
Okay, so he has a post object and comment objects, and currently, in order to have the comments associated with the post, he has to create an array on the post object and populate it with IDs of comments.
Yeah,
The problem with that is that go ahead.
No, I was reading about the Mongo Populate method, and it looks like it's like hydrating. Normally it's like a foreign key, like the post has a list of comment IDs, and then Populate kind of substitutes or
Yeah.
Exactly what.
The
Populates.
question is, the problem with having an array on the post object is every time he adds a comment, he has to modify the post object as well. So it's 2 writes instead of 1, which is always just potentially more problematic than just having one atomic operation.
So
And what I was hoping is that he could tell somehow when he retrieves the post object that he could tell it to pull in the associated comments as part of the hydration or something. But even barring that, we could just do another query. We could do, instead of doing 2 writes, we could do 2 reads when we pull the information out. And we could pull the post, and then we could pull the comments associated with the post.
wait, can you say why the two writes are necessary again? So you have to write the.
You have to write a comment, so you have to create a new comment document.
Okay.
And then you have to take the ID from the comment document and stick it in the comments array of the post object that already exists.
Oh, I see. And you're just trying to avoid doing 2 writes.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could simply have it say some sort of operation where we tell the post object, when we pull the post object, also pull comments with your ID, which is not an unreasonable thing for it to be able to do, but it might not exist.
Well, when you populate, that's only for reading, right? It doesn't actually change the document
Yeah.
in Mongo, or does it?
No, it does not.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I was hoping that somehow we could tell it to pull comments with a given post ID when we do the find. But I don't think that's I don't think that's a thing. Even though the schema knows that it has an array of comments that are in the comments table, I don't know. But in looking at the Populate documentation, there's no references to doing anything other than just having an array with the object IDs in it. Which I guess is fine. I guess we'll just do 2 writes.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, I think you mean Facebook comments, but Find won't know that the
Or will it?
or will it? Yeah. Or I thought I was going to interpret it as comments, as like code comments or something.
Yeah, see, they don't have a reference to. They actually have comments. Just scroll up to that code again. It looks like. That's weird. I don't see why for the author you would store both the ID and their name. If you've got a reference to them, you don't need to store their name in that table.
I was looking at, I think this was someone who did the project.
Yeah.
This is how they do it. Post schema, they got a comment schema. Timestamp post user.
So, but do on the comments, so in the post object, so look at the post schema.
virtual?
Huh. I don't know what the hell that is. That looks promising though.
That's fine. This is a lot of code too.
Okay, virtuals are for computed properties on documents. That's promising. Okay. Yeah, try that. That looks very good. Good find.
Good fine. Huge fine. Wait, so would it be how post virtual? Time we go. This line defines a virtual property named common. Okay. Oh, okay. I used to establish this. Well, let me just this code. Maybe I can copy it. Comments, ref, comment, lowercase. Right.
No, I think is that a reference to the schema, or is that a reference to the table name? Go back to his code real quick.
I was thinking.
Where is comment defined? Scroll up to find out where comment. Because comment's a variable. Okay, so comment from comment. So look
here.
Still not defined yet.
Here.
That's where Mongoose model comment record comment. Huh.
So just
That's that mongoose.model, but that's what's throwing. That's throwing for you, right? When you call mongoose.model, doesn't it throw? Like on line 51? What's the difference between the mongoose.model that you have there and the mongoose.model that they're calling at the bottom of this? It's just the name and the schema.
Yeah. Okay, should this come after the try statement?
You could do that.
Oh, why do I have a user equal here? Oh, that's necessary. Oh, this is not needed right now, though. Local field, Poland field, post, reference, comment.
And that, if you're going to complain that comment on line 45, that refers to a variable called comment. You have no variable called comment.
But if this is capital, this refers to.
That's still a variable with a capital, named in a capital way, comment, which is usually the name of an object, or in this case, a model. But it should still say, I mean, it doesn't exist, right? You don't have anything named comment.
No.
And in his code, go ahead, put a new, on line 42, put a console log after the model and see if it prints out. After on line 42, put it inside the try. I'm pretty sure that's throwing. That's what I was saying, it doesn't exist.
Yeah. Where was? I mean, still not reference to anything. Wait, how do I?
No, it should still crash. You have no variable named comment anywhere in any of that page.
Is the only way to get past this is to put in a different file?
No. You need what he is using. If you look at the default export in that file, he is exporting the result from mongoose.model. But mongoose.model, I was almost certain was throwing when you called it. This avoids overwrite warning error. I wonder if that's line 38. If maybe you need that before. Because that's the error that you're getting, is that you're overriding the model.
Alright.
You could try it. You would put it above the mongoose.model call that you have on 41 through, or 40, yeah, there. And so you could either, well, comment out 48 through 52, because that's always going to error out until you define the comment model. See if it's now, if you get to the comment model console log.
You do.
Okay, you should be able to remove those tries and just have the mongoose.model. That's weird. I don't get why it seems like there should be a simpler way to do this than this. Feels hacky to me. Okay, so return. You've still got some extra braces on 41.
Oh.
Okay, assign what's returned by mongoose.model comment to something called capital comment, because you've been capitalizing your models, and then uncomment 47 through 51 and pass in that comment model to that post schema.virtual.
Conflicts with a real path in the schema.
Oh, you're still defining comments in your post schema?
Yeah. This should be taken out. Like,
Yeah.
okay. Local field ID. Form field. Oh. Here we go.
Okay. You need to just go ahead and delete that post object that you've screwed around with in the database and just create a new one, just so we can see what it creates. Yeah, but you can you created a form to create a post, right?
Yeah. When you get into that comment form, you have to have a post.
You created a form to create a post.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, probably the map. Alright, we're at what line? Trying to find reading the map. Post 57. Oh, okay, so
So just put a question mark before the dot.
okay, here's that.
Okay, so now, comments is undefined, which is what we expect. So yeah.
Send in a comment.
Yeah, give it a shot. No, comments is still undefined. Check your database. There's 3 of them now.
This one was just made. Wait, no, was it? Oh, no, something.
You could remove them all and just create a new one. Just that would be one of the simpler ways to deal with it. Okay, so yeah, in the database. Okay, so it's got an idea to post. Maybe go. I'm surprised. I would expect the virtual function to complain. But go back and look at the virtual where you're creating the virtual on the schema. Post schema virtual comments. Foreign field post. Yeah, that actually looks sensical to me. Are you calling populate on comments still in the server? Yeah.
I think so, somewhere. Yeah. Predict this out.
No, I don't know if it's necessary or not, but it shouldn't hurt, I would think. Go to the example project again and look at where he's populating his posts.
Let's see.
Maybe pages? I mean, does he pull it straight into the... Oh, there you go, API. Oh, is this a next tab? This is a next tab. So yeah, under post. Okay, so scroll down in the. I'm a little confused, honestly, because that's where he's saving a new post, but that's not where he's retrieving an existing set of
Maybe
posts.
next comments?
I would expect there to be a post endpoint. I don't get why there's not.
Oh, wait, maybe wait, do I have a controller? Oh, wait. No.
No. We'll go to pages and then close up the API and look in there should be, is there a, well, I guess there's index, maybe it's in the index. And then feed, set news feed. Use news feed, so he's got his own custom hooks. Yeah, this is reasonably advanced coding. It's either in hooks or in components where they use newsfeed. Use SWR, okay. So API user newsfeed. API user newsfeed. Look up that.
API user speed. Is there like a search here? Or
No, go to the API folder. Go to user. The newsfeed. It's down lower. Post.find. Populate comment count. He's using Populate to populate the comment count for it.
come from?
Are you still trying to solve the two right problem?
No, well, we did. Apparently, it's a virtual in MongoDB.
Yeah, that's like a reverse
There's a computed
populate.
field. But we have a virtual, but it's not returning any data. The
Oh.
question is why.
I see.
Actually, wait. Is it possible that the old schema? Can you look at? Is there like a schemas table or something?
In this person's thing?
In the database? No, in your database? I guess not. I guess it only keeps the schema in the application. It's not actually in the
Yeah.
database. I was trying to think just, why the virtual wouldn't be working.
Virtual.
Go back to your server log real quick just to look at one thing. Your server log in the, I'm sorry, not the database, but the server log. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to see if there was a comments field on there. There's not. Go to, let's just change one thing just to see if it has any effect. In the get/API/post in the server, for the second populate, just remove the open brace and the path. Have it just passing comments. I wouldn't think this would fix it. I just want to see what it, because that's a difference between his code and yours. No, it's still undefined.
Is there any comments? Yeah, there's one. Alright.
Go back to the guy's code one more time. Search for comments. Just do a GitHub search within this repository for comment. Comments plural? Is that? No, a search in GitHub. Search in GitHub within the repository. Which you might be able to do that little magnifying glass, yeah. Look at that one. Look at that top one. Oh, this is a component. This isn't an API endpoint. Go to your search again. Try that one. Why does that one load? See, it looks like he's only loading comments when you view like the details for a post, as best I can tell. He's not loading them as part of the post object. He's loading them on their own, I think. But that's what he's doing here. Search one more time. Just let's make sure it doesn't exist somewhere else. Models, comment, pages, leads, post as comment, and all the rest are components. If you go to the code section or the main like landing page for this application, does he have it running somewhere? Like click code or click socialize actually. Yeah, go to the Vercel app and see if he shows comments on the without looking at the details for something.
Probably not. Yeah,
Really? There's an A at A.com. That seems suspicious that there's something wrong with his validation, because surely that doesn't exist. There's got to be. Try it. I mean, you can try it. I think his validation is screwed up.
Yeah, the building beyond. Beyond. Alright. It should. Oh, is this a bomber? Oh, it's not work. Okay. Comments.
Yeah, so go scroll down and see if there are any comments. I think maybe he only shows comments on the details. No, if you expand it out. But that's still, he's only loading it. He's probably loading the ones for that post when you click that button. So he's not loading them as part of the post loading. He's loading them separately. And it's broken.
Oh, this one's not.
Okay.
I don't know if this is relevant, but the Mongoose virtual method example has two arguments. The first one is the name of the table, like comments, and then the second is an object of field saying what's the local and what's the foreign field. I'll see if we can.
Are they separate objects?
Let me see if I can send you the link. mongoosejs.com/docs/populate.html. what's the section called Populate Virtuals? It's like a little more than halfway through down the page. Oh, I could have sent the... There's an anchor straight to that section. It's... Yeah, there you go.
Populate virtual.
Yep.
Populate based on that. Yeah. All those.
Yeah, so the blog post is like a comment, and the author is like the post. And you could have an author who writes a bunch of posts, and the posts link back to the author, and they're saying you don't have to duplicate, like you don't have to have the author link to the blog post and then the blog post link back to the author, because for really large documents you're storing twice as much of the information. So instead the blog post is the only one that links to the author. So like your comment would be the only one linking to the post, and the post wouldn't link to the comment, but you can use virtual to sort of reverse populate. So if you scroll down, it says author schema dot virtual, and then has two arguments. One is post, which is the name of the table that you're trying to reverse populate from, and then the second is this object, which I don't know if I was wrong. Maybe post is not the schema name. Maybe post is post is probably the virtual field that you want to inject into author. And then ref blog post is probably the name of the table that you want to reverse populate from. And then local field and foreign field. Let's see. Okay,
Look at your virtual method real quick, dude, because I'm pretty sure that's what you got.
Oh, it is? Okay.
He's using the model returned by mongoose.model rather than a string, but that's how this other project had it. You could make comment a string. I would expect it to complain though if that was a problem.
Okay, and for just double checking, there's a foreign field. So each post has a field called post that links back to the post. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Each comment has a post field.
All right, never mind then. That's not what what you're doing looks right, so I think it should work too.
Yeah. And when they call populate, they're just calling it with the name of the name of the virtual field. Try to make your ref a string. Let's see if that has any effect. That's the only difference that I see. Make sure they didn't cause an error on the server.
No. Well.
I don't know. Oh. Move the virtual definition above where you call mongoose.model. Try that. The virtual definition is after you call mongoose.model, so maybe it's not getting included in the schema.
Oh, you're right. In the example in the documentation, the model is declared after the virtual.
Can I change the comment back?
No, you can't. Well, you need to move line 48 above that if you want to do it that way.
Oh, okay.
Ah, damn! It didn't fix it. Maybe restart the server, even though is the server reloaded?
Yeah, it's on node now, I think, right? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it just should have reloaded. Dang on it! I was really hoping that was it.
I thought it would be too.
Sounded promising.
Try moving line 48 above it and changing it back to the model.
Yeah, fine.
Damn it.
Hey, okay.
I'm just trying to think of any of. It's just I hate when you follow the documentation precisely and it just doesn't work. And this is an unfamiliar technology for me, so I'm sort of at a loss.
Wait,
I mean, it's kind of a bummer, but you could always write your own virtual populate. Like you can.
Yeah. We'd have to iterate over all the posts and do it for each one, but it could be done.
I mean, but you could. I mean, you can query. You can say, find all where
Yeah.
author is this author ID, and well, yeah. I mean, you can just manually query for all posts with an author of an author ID, and then do it for every post, which is, it's it's not great.
Yeah.
Or you could return. You could. Yeah, I feel like GraphQL is meant to solve this exact problem too.
Yeah.
oh wait, I actually have another problem. Look at this. Look at the header. It sticks here. Sticks in this one. But does not stick in this.
Oh, interesting. Did you use like absolute positioning
Or fix.
or fixed?
I had it on fixed, pretty sure. Where the position sticky.
Oh, interesting. I've never used sticky.
Top is 0.
So
Okay, I'll just try
look
fix.
in dashboard.css and make sure you don't have anything for dashboard header there.
Dashboard, yes, says. Oh,
Yeah.
right. I was trying to get that to scroll, but no. Okay. How do I make this fixed? That's sticky. Okay, whatever. Wait, what happened to the... How did it wet? Oh, there is no one. There's,
Try SVW. You notice you have a scroll bar at the bottom of the screen currently? Yeah. No, so try SVW. I think that's smaller view width. It'll take into account the fact there's a scroll bar. You still got a scroll bar.
oh. Wait, why didn't I push the... Position, sticky, fix. Sticky is supposed to be that sticks when you scroll past it. Like, I don't know why. So like it doesn't... There's that little gap right here.
Why are you don't need to set a width on it?
Like when I change it to fix, I have to.
Why?
I did this. That is cut off.
Oh, you're right. I see it.
That's so weird.
Scroll the bottom scroll bar. Yeah. See, you can tell it's the scroll bar. It doesn't take into account the scroll bar, which I thought that SVW would take into account the scroll bar.
Oh, wait, I think it did. Well, let's see.
No, there was still a scroll bar at the bottom.
Oh. Yeah,
If nothing else, you could do a calc and pull off like a tiny little bit, or just
what is that? Overflow X. Heading.
But there's some button there, isn't there? Isn't there a button that's sticking off the edge of the screen? No, there's not.
I don't think so. Oh no. That's weird.
I don't know. The hacky way to fix it would be put it in a calc. So do width 100 VW or the width calc 100 VW minus like 1 rem. Subtract 2 rem and see if that does it. Or subtract 10 and make sure that it's working. Okay, it's working. It's still scrolling. Is there a footer? What's causing that to scrolling? Is there a width set on the body or on the HTML?
Let's back and see. Maybe I'll do this right here. Yeah. The group conversation. Let me do what I got there. This container. This has the width on it.
Okay.
Crank this a little bit. Oh wow. How do that thing?
So that whole page is a flex with 3 elements in it.
Yeah. it's the flags of the header, then these are in their own div, and these are in a row, and the main flags is in a column, so 1, 2 div, and the bottom div has these 3.
Do an inspect and see if there's a margin on the second flex, the one that's a row flex. No. Do the scroll, hang on, scroll the bottom scroll bar over. Hover over the flex again. Hang on, yeah, go. Yeah, that's not overflowing there. Go up.
Oh,
That is, what's that?
that's the grain container. Oh, this line of code. Yeah, this way.
I think you're right. Yeah, when you clicked it off, it went away, right?
Yeah. What is that container? I think they had JS.
Well, it'll be a CSS, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. Wait, it's in speed dashboard. There's something main. Oh, it's right here. Oh, it's a little space, but now you can't scroll through it.
Okay, so that took care of the scroll bar.
Yeah. Oh, weird. I mean, I got under the map. Okay. Yeah, but that's just so weird. This thing is sticky. This one does too. That's no problem.
Well, do the other two scroll? Well, yeah, hang on.
Wait, but you can move it a little bit at speed. This one doesn't.
Go to your friends page real quick. Go to the friends page. Go to the code for the friends page.
Be this one.
The JavaScript, yeah. Put inside the. Go to the friends page feed page. Put on the line 6. Put style equals open brace. Two open braces. Open brace, open brace. Height. 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 H-E-I-T.
Oh, height.
Colon space 500 rem is a string. And put a space before style. Okay, it did it for you. Reload that page. Okay, and I wanted to see if having content that was longer than the page would cause that top to scroll away, but it didn't.
Yeah, I don't know. Why did it weird? The first one just doesn't. Why?
Hover over sticky again. This is really the top on. It is weird. Does in the dashboard.css, I'm assuming because the only difference between those pages is the CSS that's loading. If you remove the height, what happens? If you remove the overflow Y, what happens? That's it.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. I was trying to get this, but you see on the Facebook, you see how you scroll. I'm assuming these are just fixed.
Yeah, well, you would need to put it on that middle div, not on the whole page.
Alright. So on this,
Yeah.
let me just check.
Yeah, that one.
Alright. Feed container. Oh, wait. What's that little cat?
Expand feed container. It is just that middle one.
Oh.
And it's scrolling the whole page.
Yeah. That's just weird. I'll fix it. Well.
Because it adds a scroll bar, which it's apparently not smart enough to deal with. Put an overflow. You could either put a height on that middle div, and you need, no, it would be either 100 VH or calc 100 VH minus whatever the size of your header is. And that's on just that middle one, has that height.
Oh yeah. Oh cool.
Yeah, you still got the scroll bar on the whole thing. You need to subtract the size of your header in order to not have that scroll bar on the side there.
Isn't there a way to hide it? I think there is.
Yeah, you could do, well, no. If you have an overflow of, or actually there's a scroll, there's something to do with the scroll. Yeah, let's see what it says.
Crowbar width? No. Crowbar.
Okay. Again, you could just remove the size of your header from the height of the middle div.
Get the height on this.
No, hover over the middle div, the middle, yeah, that one. And do a calc there. Yeah, rim's only 16 pixels, so it's going to be several rims. Not getting any. The scroll bar's not getting any shorter though. Well, the other one is. The one in the middle is. Do either of the other divs extend below the size of the page?
They shouldn't be.
Scroll down in the scroll bar on the. I don't know. Kind of a pain.
Yeah, it's not bad. How it is. Oh, well. Okay.
I don't know, I'm really stumped on your populate problem with Mongoose.
Yeah. Wait, what's the problem with it? Really?
Your comments aren't getting populated. The virtual method or the virtual field on post is not getting populated.
Yeah, are you calling populate after the virtual? Or after the...
Populate right now is when it gets sent to app.get.
Okay, are you sure that's being called?
Yeah, the setup Mongoose call is the method where the virtual is defined.
Okay.
Line 64. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks right to me.
At the very least, I would expect some sort of error if it was just not working at all. But it's nothing.
It's just empty.
So it's not like sending nothing? That's weird.
Well, the comments is undefined. Yeah.
Did you have to create comments, or is comments created by populate?
By the schema is created. Well, actually, you could.
Well, if you use virtual, then you shouldn't need to create the comments.
Oh no, he had to remove the comments entry from his post schema because he was complaining about that.
Okay, so in .virtual, I think you're supplying the name comments. Is that right? Like you're saying schema.virtual.
That's the ref field.
But the argument before the. Okay, so you're supplying the argument comments. Okay, so virtual is. We know it's having an effect because it's creating comments. It's just not populating. Can you try? I mean, I know it should be the same, but for ref, can you change that to the string, which is the name of the table instead of the table itself?
Yes. Why not? Lowercase?
Yeah, because all the examples I'm saying, they use the string name and not the table.
Oh,
no. All right. Well, it's worth a try.
Post 17. Look at this one here.
Yeah, I think as long as the table name matches when you create it from the schema, like when you call mongoose.model and yeah, I don't think you need comments field in post. In fact, maybe that's interfering. Like maybe it's not populating comments is because. Oh no, that's a function signature. Never mind. That's not the schema.
Yeah.
Can you go back to the setup Mongoose, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you're calling mongoose.model post and then post schema. So when you create the model, you don't save the return value, or I guess you don't need to. But.
Remove the populate author from in the server when you get posts. Just comment out 67 through 69. Let's just see if that has any effect. I don't know. I'm really at loss. Nope, still undefined.
Here. Post count. ID of attack timestamp likes. I get back then from here.
You can look in the server log, it prints out the post object, like the straight what you're getting from Mongo.
There is no comment here, well.
That's, yeah, it's undefined. That's the whole thing.
Oh, yeah. Post, says. So weird. Oh, I need to type out the lines. And that there. Over here. We go there. I'll put that up and down.
I'm looking at this. So the ref option tells Mongoose which model to populate documents from. Mongoose will populate the documents from model ref in whose foreign field matches this document's local field. So that, yeah, I think you got foreign field and local field right. I thought maybe they were reversed, but I don't think so. Because it's the foreign field is ref, so you want comments field post, which matches posts underscore ID. Comment outline 43. Will it die when it loads? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta put it back.
Alright.
I thought maybe it would default, but apparently not. Virtual schema.
Let's try. There we go.
Oh, nice. I was wondering why we were pulling out ChatGPT.
Hang on. Are you calling to JSON? Virtuals are not included in JSON.
Unless you include the virtuals flag.
It'll be in the post get API/post.
Oh yeah, that's a great call. You can, when you say to JSON, you can pass an argument, which is virtuals.
Res.json doesn't call to JSON.
I think you're just console logging it, right? You're not calling to JSON.
Oh, you're right. We're logging it before we send it out,
Oh,
and it's not doing its log. You're right. Yeah, you're absolutely right.
are you logging it before you call virtuals or populate? No, I think
Yeah, that
you're-
line 72.
It's after. Yeah, no, that's the right place to.
Well, let's try to add that virtuals. Hang on. Console.log and other functions that use two objects include virtuals. Oh wait, so that it will. So yeah, so it doesn't include virtuals. And res.json doesn't include virtuals. So after the schema, so go back to your schema.
In setup Mongoose. Yeah, exactly.
So where you have timestamps true in the comment schema, make timestamps true on its own line. Well, leave the brace up above, but just put timestamps true on its own.
Oh.
Okay, put a comma and a new line after true. Another new line, and then, or just there, on that blank line. To JSON, all caps JSON. There you go. Yeah, we completed it for you. Colon true. Comma new line, and then to object, colon true. And a comma and a new line.
Oh, it's virtuals. Sorry, it's to JSON colon open curly brace.
Virtuals. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, there's another curly brace after to JSON colon, so it's a nested object. Yeah, and then virtuals is the key. Yeah, exactly. Colon true. Man, this Copilot or whatever is pretty smart.
Except it suggested that to JSON true is actually why I ended up saying that, was because that was his suggestion.
Yeah.
But no, I've been doing this MBTI that I've been doing. There's some really complicated patterns to my code, and it's been auto-completing some really fancy stuff. I've been impressed.
Yeah. So Duke, the virtuals true is also to object should look like to JSON, the value, with virtuals true as a nested object.
Wait, what? Say that again.
So on line 39, to object, the value of it should look like the value above it for to JSON. Yeah, they're both a nested object. Yeah, exactly. Cool.
Okay.
Damn. I really thought that was it.
Yeah.
That sounded like.
I really just like want to type out this example in the documentation now on like a REPL, like a terminal, and just like prove to myself that I'm not crazy again. They're claiming it should work.
If you're using populate projections, make sure foreign field is included in the projection.
I don't think we're doing that anything fancy like that. But.
Yeah, that would be if we were selecting fields for what we were populating.
What's the console log look like? Yeah.
Try putting the empty object in post.find again. So post.find on line 66. Pass an empty object in. I'm just looking for any difference between the code that I'm reading and the code that you've got. On line 72, let's just do one more thing to verify.
Or, sorry.
Let's try this real quick.
Yeah.
Do on line 72, console.log, open paren, open brace, p:/space. Hang on, let me find what I was just reading. Crap, I lost it. Oh, p:/space, post.toObject. Open paren, open brace, virtuals, plural, true, and then reload the page real quick. Go back to the
ToObject is not a function.
Oh, it might be, it's on, yeah, actually I would, it's not a, so you can just, I was gonna try on line 66, after you call post.find, just comment out the .populate, just make posts, you know, all the posts, and then try and print it out, so.
Why does that not work? I don't understand why ToObject is not a method on.
Well, I don't know. Is
Post.
it return a special like Mongoose array? Is that what it's supposed to be?
I am on. Trying to find a link to where I'm at. I'm on that Populate virtual section. Down towards the bottom, they have a const author await author.find1.populate, and then 2JSON 2.
Yeah, I think doc.toObject in that case is a actual Mongoose.
Like an element of that would be like post bracket 0.
Mongoose object.
Dot
It's not. It's not a.
object?
Yeah, it's not a collection. I think .find returns a collection unless you say .find1.
Okay, so go back and try post bracket 0 instead of post.toObject. Try post bracket 0.toObject.
Yeah, if it finds at least one post, that'll be one way of finding it out too.
Was a post
Post
right
square bracket 0.
post doesn't plural?
No, don't remove it. Leave that bit.
Oh,
But do post, retrieve the first element of the post collection.
oh,
So posts bracket 0. No, you're still at the end of the line. You need to add something after posts. Not, you don't need to remove anything.
oh. Alright.
And reload the page. Go back to the console.
I saw that new.
It's just not working. I don't fucking know. It's just weird.
There's a new ID for him? Or
Well,
ID?
why is yeah. Oh, that is interesting. What is that ID?
The same
The
ID
same as the
as...
top ID?
Yeah.
Oh.
This is so weird.